Hey, what's up? What's up? You are now tuned into another episode of Keep Moving Podcast. I am your host for this episode, Mike B. I know y'all love me. I know y'all miss me. I'm also joined by my boy JT.
What's happening?
Now, you got. If I'm gonna bring you all this excitement and try to draw you in, give you this nice intro, I'm giving them all your accolades, and you gonna give me what's happening? Oh, quiet and calm.
You gave yourself all the accolades. You said I got my boy JT, and that's it.
Wait a minute.
That's it.
Don't bring up old stuff. Don't bring up old stuff. That's not what we're here for. I also got my homegirl Novelty. Say something, Novelty.
Happy birthday, Mike B.
Oh, is that where we're going? That's what's up. You know, today is my birthday. I am 35 years young. I feel good. I'm glad I'm surrounded by my family, my peoples. But we're going to talk about some bullshit today. You know what I mean?
What happened.
That's what happened because we got to talk about it. Nobody else is talking about it. But I'm here to save you guys. I'm here to tell you what's real. Because, you know, people like to sugarcoat. I like to sugarcoat. But I ain't going to do that today.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
we're going to embellish.
Is that what I do?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Who? Team what? Haters or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what she on, but I'm the truth. This what you know.
But your truth ain't right.
No, my truth is always the test. Well, it is. I'm true.
You know what? We ain't going down this road today. You know, we're gonna save that for our
show. The road
show.
of truth.
No.
You know what?
The road of lies, deceit, and devil.
That's what we're about to talk about.
The lies and deceit. Anyway, shout out to the Kansas City Royals who have been kicking ass and taking names.
Yes.
We're proud of our home team, but I
Yes.
hear that they've literally been having to kick ass and take names.
Yes.
Tell us about it, JT. What's going on? Why is everybody so angry? Why they hating on us?
Well, if you've been following my Royals for the last year and a half, you know my Royals went to the World Series last year.
They did.
Woo-hoo!
You know, and you know they've been on their little momentum. Until
is that the word?
Momentum.
Let's run with it.
And you know, and you know, following over and spilling over to this year. And you know, a couple of people don't like it. You know, we've been the doormat. You know, for the last 30 years.
They try to forget about
it.
They
try to forget about it.
But we reminded
No, they did. They did. That's the problem. They did forget about it.
We reminded them last year.
Yeah, we remind them. Hold up.
We
still
somewhat
professional.
Yeah.
And so, you know, now, you know, it's somewhat they can't take it. And so, you know, it started off the first game. One of our players got hit. I think it was the White Sox, the one they got with the brawl with now. But, you know, they played them the first part of the season, you know, and that seemed like it just started, you know, a run of them getting hit, you know, hit by pitches. And, you know, and jawing off at the mouth, you know. The shit just that don't need to happen. And for some reason, they think like, you know, like we some goddamn pussies or some shit.
We're supposed to just take it.
And we. Okay.
All right. You know, gangster novelty over here. I'm sorry. I forgot she was strapped.
Yeah.
You know, my bad. But see, that's my issue with, you know, sporting events because I get so when I do watch, you know, sports, the few times that I do watch it, I get angry, JT.
Yes.
And I'm like, I wish I had my pistol.
No.
You know, if you deliberately hitting my people,
Yeah.
I got to come out and say something. I got to do something. You got to die.
Well, you know,
that's frowned upon.
I mean, no, I mean, they don't have to go to, you know, Roman times and the gladiator style.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm just saying, this is how I feel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, because you playing games. You playing with my emotions.
you need to become a policeman, Mike B.
No.
That seems like that's the best.
Get my license to kill.
That'll be your best occupation around these parts.
Lord have mercy.
But anyway, you know, they one of our players finally got like a couple of weeks ago got hurt. He got the ball hit him in the knuckle and broke the knuckle. And so, you know, he's out for like a month and a half to 2 months. And he was he had a few home runs already in the first part of the season. You know, he was doing all right. He was a free agent that we picked up. And so, you know, but we still winning.
Right on. Well, now what happened with this recent brawl? Because I mean,
this recent brawl is with Chicago. You know,
they acting like we are from the hood and misunderstood. Like we just some animals out there.
Oh yeah, they know. They know now.
They know.
They know.
We ain't taking no shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
The thing was, the batter for Chicago, Eaton. That's his last name.
Yeah. Because I was about to say, what was he eating? Like, what do they got to do with it?
I saw the look in your eye. I saw the question mark and everything.
I was going to go there,
Yes.
but thank God, you know.
I sit you on the right. That's why they call me the truth.
Go, move on, motherfucker.
And so, Eaton was at the box and he hit the ball and he hit it to the pitcher Ventura.
Yeah.
And it was an easy hit, easy out. And he was mouthing off as he's going to. He already knew he was out. Going to first base. And Ventura, kind of mouthed off back at him and threw it to the first base for the out.
Right.
And then kind of stopped Ventura like, hey, come on, guys. You doing some shit.
Like you're talking too much.
Yes. And then Samardzija, which is the pitcher from the first time they played him at the beginning of the season, came out. And everybody came out from Chicago.
From the dugout.
Yeah, he came out for blood anyway. He a little bitch.
Uh-huh.
That's, I'm sorry. I got pissed
It
off.
sound like it. You
quick.
Hey, that's what you got to do. This is the home team. I see you got the Jayhawk shirt on. That's what we do. That's what y'all do. Y'all represent. I can't put me in that category because I'm a fair weather fan.
Yeah, yes,
I'm only cool when we winning. When we ain't winning, we can move. We can keep it moving for real. For real.
You ain't got no card. Yeah. Don't worry.
The people know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they sent down sentences and everything. They suspended at least like 4 of our guys for like couple to 7 games.
Who got suspended for 7 games?
Ventura,
the pitcher.
But he the one that got did the least though. But he's been like in 3 different situations.
Okay,
and so it's one
so
of them
like
ones,
it's one of those situations like your name keep coming up.
Yeah, and so we now
you got to make a lesson out of you. Prove
but the thing
point.
is, out of all of that, none of the times we have started it.
It's always the other thing. We gonna finish it
shit.
Straight out of what?
Kaufman.
Right on. Kansas City representing. We gangsta up in this
that's
piece.
What's up with my Kansas City Royals?
Right
so,
on. We still support them. I'm thinking about ending my streak of not going to any games. So hitting up a game or 2. We'll see how it go. The first game is going to determine if another game is warranted. Yeah,
but
I might just go for the beer and the pretzels. That's kind of what I'm more into.
Right there.
Yeah,
it's about $30.
Are you kidding me? So you about to turn me off. So wait a minute.
You're not going with like a job or anything where you got a suite.
That's good shit.
This is like I got a suite like the
we
hell.
Want him to go back, he needs to go the first time in a suite.
Well,
a suite. I'm thinking still about like I got to go out there and sweep in the damn stadium.
Oh, you got to work?
Yeah.
Really?
Get the real sounds.
Yeah. You're going out there with the church and you trying to do a fundraiser. No, I'm trying to enjoy it.
How I went to a Chiefs game.
Oh, with the church?
No, I was working.
Okay, I was working.
Yes. I think I watched more than working, of course, but it was an experience.
All right. Well, moving right along, y'all know presidential elections are coming up.
Are they?
They are. And I'm sure no one's surprised, but Hillary has made it official that she will be running for United States president in 2016. But someone who I didn't really expect is saying that they're throwing their hat in the race, and it's Senor Waka fucking Flocka.
I didn't hear that. I thought it was a joke.
And now he came out. Everything about it makes it seem like a joke, but he came out on 420. And he did this. I saw the video on Rolling Stone. Saying how he's running for president. He said the first thing I'm gonna do is weed is gonna be legal. Period. Point blank. No questions about it. And I'm sure a lot of people are cool with that. But I don't know if that should be your initial presidential mandate.
That's your platform.
That's the first thing
that
you do.
Can't be your platform.
He'll make a lot of people happy.
He will. And he also says that another thing he gonna do, is you can't bring no dogs, no pets into the restaurants. Now I can kind of stand behind that because I don't like pets. I ain't got time for that shit.
I didn't think they were supposed to be in restaurants anyway.
Well,
like dog restaurants.
Other than that, I've seen where they invite dogs.
Right.
Yeah, the dog friendly.
But not when you walking into a
nice Applebee's.
And you come up with old Sammy.
Wait, you trying? Hold on, because I'm about to have to check somebody real quick. You trying to say Applebee's is not a nice, fine establishment?
I'm talking about
2 for damn 20. Are you kidding me?
I'm trying to say, do you eat anywhere else?
Back your truck.
Yes, I eat at Cheddar's, Olive Garden, Churches. Wait a minute.
You're looking at a list of names.
That's all 5-star right there.
Hey, you damn right. 5-star chicken up in this bitch.
That's all 5-star. Shit.
But you know, Waka Flocka also now he started going downhill a little bit when he said, you know, if your shoe size is over like size 13, you can't walk on the pavement.
What?
You gotta.
What's that supposed to mean?
He don't want your big ass feet tearing up. You know what we got going on as far as the sidewalk.
I didn't know
that was an issue.
A problem.
Yeah. Well, that's because you ain't got big feet. You know, it's a problem for big feet folk.
No, that ain't. But that ain't. No, that's a problem for little feet folk.
Wow.
They ain't a problem for big feet. They fine and dandy walk.
Well, they didn't know they was the problem.
Yeah. I didn't know the whole situation was.
And see, this is why I find it kind of hard to, you know, believe that he's actually running for president. And let's just say
I'll be afraid
that he is running for president.
Mm-hmm.
He was in his little video. He was saying how he ain't showing up to no meetings in a suit. No. Like he just gonna, you know, smoke one real quick, come in some, you know, relaxed, casual,
a white tea or something.
But how can you expect other powers, other, you know, nations to take us seriously if this is your platform?
This is what I want to say. I saw a post the other day. It said something about tattoos, and somebody was upset, I guess, because they had a big piercing and a tattoo and went in for a job interview. And the post said something to the effect that you can't not give me a job because of my tattoos and piercings. You had to hire me based on my knowledge and professionalism and the way I do my job. Okay. Have we forgotten that image is important? What you look like when you go to work represents the company you are working for. And I cannot hire you if I deem what you look like to be unfit. Now, that's not to say the color of your skin, but when you walk in with blue and purple and green hair, and you got a tattoo on your face
with a gun
and a piercing in your ear, where they got a big old hole in your ear, I'm not getting ready to sit and hire you to sell insurance to people.
And got a killer on your jaw.
When people look at you, they
or you know, number one dick sucker or some bullshit, and you got the nerve to be trying to get a job at the church. You know, like.
My point is, there's still a such thing as knowing your audience. So as a presidential candidate, you cannot go into a meeting with the president and kings and queens of other nations while they're dressed and looking respectable,
looking regal,
looking like you straight out of Compton.
But what is norm kind of, like I say, in the 80s and 90s is changing now. I've seen the change just like in my workforce now. Like, you know, a little bit more is acceptable now.
Right, and a little bit more is acceptable, and that's fine. But my point is, know your audience. If you can go to work with tattoos on and your job don't care, then that's fine. If you sit in a call center and don't nobody see you all day, or you a phone sex operator and don't nobody see you at all, that's a different story. But when you sitting in front in the public eye and you trying to sell me insurance, or you trying to be my doctor, and you got a big old hole in your ear, no.
Hey,
know
if
your
he's good,
audience.
If you got good he might have a hole in his ear, goddammit, but can you sew me up?
A lot of people don't think that way.
Because
the reality is people do judge books by their cover.
Of course.
So know your audience. When you walk out the door, know your audience. When you start talking to people, know your audience. You want to sag? Knock yourself out. That's between you and your God and your grandma. But if you walk into a place of business,
your God,
then don't sag. I mean, know your audience. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
And you really can't get mad when you go into some type of business or establishment where it's business like, and I guess you trying to turn it up.
And they fire your
trying
ass.
to change the culture. Trying to tell everybody to plug in. It ain't gonna work.
They gonna unplug your ass.
Yeah, you never even reach the plug. They turn
now,
it around.
You gotta get in the game to change it.
One thing I didn't really understand though, as far as while we're talking about dress codes and companies, like when you're in a call center, I never understood why they wanted you to have like khakis and a button-up shirt and that shit.
Because they bring clients into the call center to see their call center, and they want people to see these are our operators.
But they sent emails to us telling us
when the client's gonna be there.
Yeah. Okay. Because they want y'all to clean off y'all's desk, make sure y'all presentable.
Well, they're not walking like into our cubicles.
They ain't tapping you on the shoulder.
Yeah. So what you doing right there? What's
but
that number two?
You asked why. That's the reason why. Because they do bring clients into the
sometimes. I feel like they say that,
Yeah.
But when you never see a motherfucking tour, you never see clients, then it's just straight bullshit. You want to be dressed business casual. I should be able to come into work if it's just on the phone strictly. In some jogging pants, something that's comfortable that makes me feel, more cool.
And if your employer is cool with that, that's one thing. But you
Well,
also got to remember that's their business. You can't come in and tell them how to run their business.
We changing this shit up to date.
Yeah.
They got me all the way fucked up.
And that's why you don't get a job.
Turn up in this bitch.
That's true.
Security.
I'm sorry. Anyway, let's talk about your boy Ben Affleck real quick.
Affleck.
Is it Affleck or Affleck?
Affleck.
I call him Benny. His mama call him Benny. I'm gonna call him Benny. This, I guess recently he did a documentary.
Oh, documentary
on PBS or with PBS about his ancestors or whatever, his family tree. I guess he found out
Irish?
He's not black. And he found out that there were parts of his ancestry that owned slaves, and once he found that out, he called the producers. Let me holler at you real quick. How about we just cut that member of the family out real quick? Because it's gonna be a bad look. I don't want to have to explain it. This is supposed to be something positive. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Well, when this big Sony leak, as far as the emails, remember the email hack or whatever, it all came out. These emails came out. So now Ben Affleck came out recently and apologized, saying, I'm sorry that I tried to hide our history and our ancestry.
Just own up to it. That's pretty much.
But if he hadn't said anything, nobody else was talking about it. We didn't give a damn.
I didn't know about
Who
this
cares?
Shit. Nobody talked about this. If they're not talking about the Sony shit, period. Then
when was the last time you heard somebody talk about this?
When it happened?
Exactly.
Hey,
we move on. When was the last time you heard somebody talk about Ebola? I'm sick right now.
When the last person died.
And they still ain't talking about it. I might. This may be my last
What I
show.
heard?
Yeah, I'm.
You got a bump?
Bump. No. But he did come out. He apologized. He wants to let the black folk know we shall overcome. I'm here for you. No slaves over here.
Even if she ain't black.
But she got that black ass. Is it hers or is it manufactured? Did she buy that ass?
No, that's natural.
That's natural. That's what I'm talking about.
Booty for a nice.
And she got she got a song called Booty.
Really?
But
that's not what we're talking about. I feel like you took us down that road, Novelty.
You did.
I took you down the road of booty?
Yeah.
Just because
I have no booty.
Well, I didn't say you drove. I mean, you just pointed it out.
I pointed out J-Lo.
You mentioned it in the passenger seat. Yeah, no.
Another quick thing we want to talk about. Or I just want to ask, what do you guys think? If you've seen the Bruce Jenner little special he did with Diane Sawyer.
I didn't see the special, but
you pretty much know what's going on.
He coming out. And he's
Where's it
transitioning.
Going? When you come out,
he's becoming my sex.
He says he has always felt like he was a woman in the wrong body. His soul. He didn't say my mind and like I feel. He said body. My soul is a female. That's deep right there, brother. Now I don't even, right now. I don't know what my soul is saying. I know it ain't saying that bullshit. Yeah, it ain't saying that. But I'm saying I really don't talk to my soul. I don't listen to. Maybe that's my problem. I ain't listening to my soul because you got to reach down deep.
When you say my
soul, that sounds like spiritual a little bit to me. But he was, I saw the interview. I saw parts of the interview. I feel like they were doing the go back to his hometown and where it all started.
Where is it from?
I don't know.
You said Compton?
No, I said I don't know.
I said maybe that's probably the reason.
No, but just to look. When I first heard about the whole Bruce Jenner situation, I thought it was a publicity stunt because that's him being around the Kardashians. This is what I feel they are known for.
Well, I hear that tomfoolery again.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
But when he got on the interview, he's like, "Why would I do something like this for a publicity stunt? Like I'm actually changing who I am to be who I've always been."
I got a question.
Go for it.
Now this man is probably like 65.
He up there.
So is he gonna like himself? How he gonna look once he look like a woman? He gonna look like a 68-year-old white woman.
Hey,
No, he won't.
what you
Huh?
He's doing the change, but I'm sure he'll get some plastic surgery.
He gonna look like a
and all that.
68-year-old woman that had plastic surgery, and that's like
you
worse.
said they ain't gonna change his age. He gonna
he's
be
still
old.
But he'll
Now-
be who he feels he is. He'll be who he feels.
Now
he
you know the question came out. You know, are you gay? Because
Yeah.
it's if you felt like you've been a woman, like do you have an attraction to men? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
He said he's never been attracted to men. He's always been heterosexual. And then they broke down the difference between like sexual or like gender versus
So
like
he's
sexual
a lesbian per
attraction
se.
or something. Now she did ask him, okay, once you go through this transition, you become a woman. Like, are you still going to be attracted to
Yeah.
women? And like, are you going to be a lesbian? He was like, he didn't really answer that question.
I don't. He
might
probably
not
ain't even
know.
got there yet.
He
Yeah,
ain't thought
might
about
not
it.
know.
What do you mean he may not
He
know?
might not really understand what all he's going through. He just knows
But
that he's,
you've been
he doesn't
going
feel
through it for
himself,
60 damn years.
but he doesn't feel himself in his body.
So you have to once he changes and becomes who he wants to be. That's when he'll see what he feels
Yeah,
like.
because he could be a woman and just be lesbian. It's a lot of lesbian women,
There are.
and they don't want to have a sex change.
That's true.
But the thing is, he do.
Right. So he might feel like he wants to have a sex change, but still wants to sleep with women.
but
Maybe
then
he just wants to sleep with himself.
That's too much goddamn confusion.
you broke my mind. Right
Yeah.
there. Maybe
I do not want to be
he
that
just
man.
wants to sleep with
Yeah.
himself.
Maybe he need to
And
take
you know what?
nap,
A part of it
goddamn.
made sense. That's why. That's why I'm scared. what?
Nah.
It's I don't know. It just
That's
seemed
when
like
you fall for the
he's
banana
going
in the
through like
tail,
a midlife crisis.
The midlife is over. He
After
you know,
midlife crisis. But why wait this long? You know what I mean?
Because it's become acceptable now. It's more
Is that-
acceptable
Yeah.
now than it has been in the past. Yeah, we've got transvestite
is
women
it acceptable
on
for
TV
like
now.
really acceptable for celebrities though?
Yeah, what's the lady from or I guess she's a lady from
I guess
Orange
she's
is the
a
New
lady.
Black.
But I think she's
I don't
not
know.
known like him.
Yes, she is.
No,
I don't even know who you're
no,
talking
I'm
about.
not like this is like this
This
in,
is the-
in his
you-
time the best athlete in the world.
Okay,
you know,
well, she
and
wouldn't
he
know.
won a
She was
sex
not
change.
an athlete.
But I don't know who you
known.
even talking about.
The chick from Orange is the
I
New
don't know
Black.
who
What's
you're
her
talking about
name?
saying that.
Loretta.
Even saying her name.
Oh my God.
Loretta Devine?
No.
No.
That's what I'm
trying to
saying.
help you out.
She's not like known unless in that world. But he's
She's
like
the
everywhere
she's
though.
one of the biggest transvestite
But
out there right
a
now.
lot of people don't know about transvestites.
So
What the hell,
I-
you
And I
living
mean,
under a rock?
no, but I don't know. Like known, like okay, that's him. Like
Laverne
the
Cox.
stars of
Laverne
transvestites.
Cox.
I don't know, you know.
So
I don't
so
look him up
what
on
do you
Facebook,
mean?
goddammit.
Like that's a man, or is this a woman trying to be? I don't know. I don't know who this is.
Okay, Laverne Cox was a man.
Was a man.
She had a sex change, and she's a huge celebrity.
Okay, this is news
I think
to
she's
me.
a celebrity amongst her own folk, but not, in mainstream.
No, she's mainstream. She's been on everything lately.
Okay.
So she's mainstream. Y'all just don't know.
No.
She got a long head.
Wow.
Oh, I've never
That's
seen
what
Orange.
she said.
I've never seen Orange.
Right there.
I never seen Orange is the New Black, so I'm not familiar with
No,
her.
but she's been on everything. She's a
See,
huge celebrity now.
like nothing.
But Bruce Jenner, I feel like more people know Bruce
Yeah,
Jenner.
that might be true. That
than
might be true. I'm not saying more people don't know him,
Yeah.
but the fact that so many celebrities, celebrities are doing it. They're coming out. They're saying they're gay. They're changing their sex, and the backlash is not what everybody expected. So he feels comfortable doing it now. Whereas 10, 15 years ago, it would have been a different story. You got football players coming out now. That wouldn't have happened 10 years ago.
I think I don't think there's not going to be any backlash.
Right.
Now. I think the backlash will probably come for somebody that stands like against it. That's
And then
when
the
people.
other
That's
thing.
when
It's a safe time to do it, because if you come out against it, the LGBT community comes down. on it. So,
like if you say you don't
feel safe.
agree with with
Right.
that their lifestyle or
problem.
something, they
you get attacked.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, he feels comfortable now. I think that's it. It's a safe zone now for him to come out and tell his truth. He's probably felt that his whole life. He's just telling his truth now.
Well, that's old Brucey. I wonder what he's gonna change his name to. I wonder if he's gonna I wonder what he's gonna change his name to. But they during the interview he kept referring to himself as
Brianna.
Her. No.
I mean, that's how they do, man.
Well, anyway, we can't end the show without at least mentioning the situation that's going on in Baltimore right now with old Freddie Gray. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of the young man. The way most of the articles that I've read are putting it, they said he made eye contact with the police and then took off running. Police chased him down. Like that. I mean, to me, it means that they didn't really have a reason to suspect him of anything.
He just started
But
running.
then, once him and the officer made contact and he took off running, the officer felt like, okay, he up to something or he did something, he got something. And so they chased him down. And then once they got him, they arrested him. Now, there was a video that surfaced at the point of his arrest where I don't know if they, once they caught him with him, tackled him and, somebody jumped on him or something. But you could see they're having to drag him because his legs don't even seem like they're working anymore. The video I saw, the person that was recording was like, look at his leg. His leg is broke. Like, why are y'all dragging him like that? Like, he can't walk. They put him in the paddy wagon. And then the story goes to say, I guess the paddy wagon made 2 more stops before they made it to the hospital, or made it wherever they were going, precinct. But when he ended up having to go to the hospital, and he died, I think, a week later.
No,
because he had a fractured spine or a couple of fractured vertebrae or whatever.
So it paralyzed him or something.
Well, it did more than paralyze.
You said they jumped.
I'm saying that's what it looked like. I didn't see none of that.
I'm talking about what was the story that they jumped on him?
No, the police are saying he didn't resist arrest. He didn't put up a fight, and they didn't have to use force.
All of a sudden
So they just saying he passed out.
His body just broke down.
That's their story. But we don't have video up until that point from what I saw. But then when we do see video, the man can't walk.
From the very
so he took off running,
story, it sound fishy.
and he went off camera. And when he came
well,
back,
no, they don't even show him taking off running. The video starts when you got the police there. They on top of him, or they by him trying to arrest him.
Okay, so the person who took the video, did he say the guy took off running?
That's what I'm saying. Who said that the guy?
This is the story that the article.
This
is the story that.
The article.
But what is the story that the person who took the video? What is he saying? Is he confirming
that we didn't talk to that person?
Okay,
I didn't talk.
So
to
the
that
person who then the person who did the interview. Where did they get the fact that he took off running from the police?
This is the police story.
Okay.
They're saying he made eye contact with the police officer and then took off running. And then when they found him, they did say that he had a switchblade on him. But they don't know. I mean, that's really not a reason to arrest somebody.
None of this makes sense.
It does.
I don't know.
This is the problem.
The very beginning, it don't.
This is the problem. And then the fact that the police are saying that he didn't resist arrest. They didn't have to use force in order to arrest him. But somehow, between them arresting him and him making it to the precinct, he's hurt to the point where he got 2 broken or however many broken vertebrae, and he having trouble breathing, and he ends up dying.
Where is this at now?
Baltimore. And so now
that's where they're
protesting. They're doing
that's where they rioted. God damn it.
Right, because it's not making any sense.
Yeah, not at all.
Like nobody has answers, and like I said, the video that I saw only started from the arrest. Now there may be videos out there prior, but even at the arrest, the boy can't walk. They're having to pretty much carry him, and his legs are just dangling. So I'm thinking either he fell and I don't know, or they tackled him, and it don't look right.
He made eye contact.
That's what the article said.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's when my antenna went up.
Right.
I'm like, no. I'm like, why is he made eye contact?
But people are gonna say, well, why did he run? Well, why did he run? He shouldn't have ran. Black folks shouldn't run.
Why can't he run? He could have been in a race and somebody could have said go.
I mean, but running is suspect when you know
it's
when you
suspect,
when
but-
you 1+1 is 2.
Right,
but
if they looking for somebody,
when they just say
but
that,
my
and to
thing
me-
is, if you just see a black person start running, now that all of a sudden they did something wrong because they started running.
I'm not saying that they did anything.
I mean,
wrong.
I think
were
it's
they
body
investigating-
language.
It's unusual.
Wait a
Yeah,
I'm
that's
were
what
they
they're going
thinking
for.
it's just body
investigating
language.
a crime? Were they investigating a crime? Was there anything
I
going
don't
on? Were
know.
they
That's
just
why I
walking
said it
down the
sounds
street?
fishy. That's why I said
And,
it.
nigga, I mean, the police just if a cop just starts walking by my house and I run in the house because I hear the phone ring and the cops don't hear it, they gonna think I did something wrong.
Yes. You
That's
know how
wrong.
suspect you look.
Yep. And you coughing?
Yeah, well, explain that. Explain this cough. And you can't explain it. Your doctors can't explain it.
I don't know.
The police ain't gonna believe you. They gonna shoot you in the throat. Now what?
My point
Hey,
exactly.
and look, cough again.
My point exactly.
But this is the reason that people are rioting and protesting in Baltimore,
it don't make no
because it's not
goddamn
making.
sense.
They have questions, and from what we can see, he died in police custody.
Yeah.
So explain that.
He went from running to dying.
Yeah.
Some from him making eye contact, and being in a van and I guess
Paddy
going
wagon.
going to where did they end up taking him, to the precinct or
I
the
feel like
hospital?
that's where I'm confused. I think they said that the article said they went to the precinct, but they end up having to call the ambulance and have them come pick him up.
To the protesters, I say keep protesting. To the rioters, why do you riot and loot places in your own neighborhood that can't afford to rebuild? Don't do that. And then don't loot a business that don't have nothing to do with it. If you're going to go at somebody, go at the person who did it, not their family. Go at the person who did it, and not at every
Wait
business.
a minute.
just
Are
'cause
you
they
saying
there.
shoot the police?
No, I'm not saying
What are you?
That's what
I
I'm hearing.
didn't
Wait a
say
minute.
shoot.
It's old
nobody.
subliminal
I didn't
Black
say
Panther
nothing
message.
about no
Angela
shooting.
Davis.
Don't put that on me. I didn't say nothing about no shooting. All I'm saying is don't be stupid and riot the businesses in your neighborhood, and then they can't rebuild, and you hollering.
Well, why ain't there no businesses in my neighborhood?
Yeah, they pissed
That's
off.
just stupid.
I can't get no cigarettes. God damn it.
That's
well,
stupid.
shit, you the one that took them.
You the reason businesses have gone out,
They
and
all
now
gone.
your neighborhood don't have no businesses. It's falling apart. Don't do that. Stop the rioting. Do the protesting. I understand the protesting, but do not riot. That's a waste of time, and you're gonna end up in jail anyway.
Right.
Not if you don't get caught.
Oh, listen to that's another Black Panther message.
Hey.
Not if you don't get caught.
I mean, it is tempting. You see that 52-inch just sitting right there in that rental center.
You know
Like
what?
they was doing
Hey.
during the Hurricane Katrina, the guy running through the water with the TV over his head. Where you gonna plug that in?
Nah,
Electricity,
Where he
it's
gonna
just-
find
it's gonna
dry
come back
land to
on
put that
eventually.
TV on?
electricity has to come back.
We
Where's
on
he
that
gonna
hope.
find dry land to put that TV down until the electricity come on?
You can put it
Hey,
on top
that's
of a
faith.
car. You can put
All
it
you
on
need
top
is
of a house.
All you need is a mustard seed
Where there's a will, there's a way.
of faith. You gonna find some dry land with an outlet.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in
You know.
to another episode of Keep Moving Podcast.
Keep moving.
Shout out to my boy JT
Yep.
and my lady Novelty.
Boo.
Happy birthday, Mike!
Yeah. happy
And
birthday,
you're going to just
Mike.
keep bringing that up, huh?
Really?
I feel like I feel like since the show started, I'm a year older.
You are.
You are.
You old, Mike B.
And
Get up.
I see that cane in the corner.
You know what? That's all we got. Peace.